Born October 16, 1920, John Jones, better known as Jack, proudly served in the United States Navy aboard the attack transport United States ship Meriwether, APA 203. Shortly before his 104th birthday, Jack sat down with VFW Post 6250 to share memories of his time in service. Jack, when did you join the military?
1942. I think it was June, I believe.
Were you drafted or did you sign up?
No, I enlisted.
Okay. And you grew up here in Michigan?
Yes, I did, yes.
So where did you grow up?
We grew up in the, mostly on the west side, Redford Township. We went to Redford High School.
And how many in your family?
Oh, I had one brother and one sister.
Okay. Did your brother go in the military also?
He did. He went in the same day I did. Went in the Navy.
Did he make it out all right?
Oh yeah. In fact, he's 90. I mean, he's 100 years old.
Bravo.
He just turned 100.
So tell me a little bit about when you went through your basic training.
We went through a basic training at Great Lakes.
Mm-hmm. And how big of a change in your life was that from living in the area, as a civilian?
It was a big change because I had gotten married shortly just before the war started. So leaving my family and being by myself, sleeping in hammocks was a big change.
How old were you at the time that you got married?
22, I think it was.
So you were one of the more mature people going through boot camp.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Did they give you extra responsibilities?
No, we were all treated the same.
After you went through boot camp and your training, you were assigned to which ship?
No, I went to school in Norfolk, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And I became a medical technician. And we went to school there. And from there, I got transferred up to Boston. And from Boston to California. And then I went on the ship.
Okay. So a medical technician, mm-hmm. What kinds of things would you do?
Well, I was a dental technician.
That's a dental technician. Yeah. So what kind of things would you do?
Assistant dentist in examining other sailors. Just assisted him in whatever he had to do. And then we also had duties in case we weren't doing that. We were under attack or something. We had some duties to do.
So World War II, you had a lot of people that may have, we're talking about the very end of the Depression, so we didn't have medical insurance. How was the overall condition of the teeth of the recruits or the sailors?
Oh, very good.
When you were assigned to the USS Meriwether, what was your first impression when you saw the ship?
Well, I think I expected something a little different. This was just what they call an attack transport. We were, and I think I expected more of a warship than I saw. Although we did have plenty of guns.
So it wasn't exactly what you expected, but how long did it take you to adjust to living on a ship?
Well, after the first couple of seasickness, we adjusted pretty fast.
Was there a problem with seasickness early on?
At the beginning there was, yeah. So when we first got on the ship, we went from the Columbia River out into the Pacific. That was really rough waters.
And how was the food?
The food was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay, yeah.
Of course, I guess when you were seasick, It wasn't a
He
big,
didn't care.
yeah.
In fact, the first Thanksgiving we were on the ship, the cook made a great turkey dinner for us, and everybody was at a rail getting rid of it. So we didn't enjoy our turkey dinner.
So after you got on the ship, and it's an attack transport, that meant that you would take, Marines, to, out to the Pacific, Theater?
Yes, right.
And how many, Marines would they pack into the?
Oh, we used to carry, I think it was about 800 or 900 Marines.
So when you had a full load, how tight was the ship?
It was tight. It was.
Did the Marines and the sailors get along well?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was a lot of nerves about going to combat?
I'm sure there was. I never felt anything.
What were you most proud of your time serving?
Well, nothing in particular. I was just doing what I was told to do. There was nothing really outstanding, I don't think.
Was there ever a time when you were concerned that you were going to be in the line of fire?
The first time I heard our guns go off, that's when it made me realize that this wasn't a drill anymore.
And what were you thinking at that time?
I was saying, I hope we're shooting at the right people, nobody shooting at us, which they were.
Now, you left behind, or you had to leave behind your spouse. So how often were you able to communicate with her?
Well, we tried to write letters every couple of months. But, we wasn't much mail when we were out to sea.
So what did you do? How much free time did you have, and what did you do during your free time?
Well, we had quite a bit of free time when we were out to sea, and probably the most thing we did was play cards.
You went to Okinawa?
Yes, right. Yeah.
Did you end up transporting the wounded back?
Back to Saipan, right? Yeah.
And how did that affect you at all?
No. We picked up quite a few wounded, took them to Saipan, and then went back and picked up more Marines to bring them back to Okinawa as replacements.
So in August of 1945, the Japanese surrendered.
Yeah, right.
And what happened after that for you?
Well, at the time they surrendered, we were in Guam, got away back to Pearl Harbor, and instead of doing that, they loaded Marines on our ship, and we took them to Tokyo, and unloaded the first load. They coached Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went back to Guam and picked up more Marines and took them to Nagasaki.
How long was your ship involved in moving?
Probably a couple of months at least.
So when did you come back to the States?
I think it was about December of 45, after the war ended. They started bringing us back.
And when were you released?
I think it was either December or January of 45 or 46, right around the end of 45.
So your total time in the Navy was about 3.5.
About 3.5 years, right? Yeah.
You've been a veteran for a long time.
Yes.
80 years.
Yeah. A lot of years.
How do you feel that the American public has treated veterans over the years? Has it changed?
Oh, the VFW's treated me very well. I joined the VFW when we lived in Florida, so I've been in it for quite a few years.
Well, then that's being part of it.
Yeah, then when we came up here, I switched over to the local chapter.
Do you think that it's important for veterans to be members of VFW?
I do. I think it's very important.
Why?
The VFW does a lot for you, and you're showing that you do have concerns about this country. The VA medical has done wonderful for the veterans.
So you've been taken good care of?
Very good care of. Yeah, I'm very happy with what they've done. I can't see, and they've given me facilities so I can read now. And they sent me to Battle Creek to pick up some new equipment that had just been developed, and that's really been wonderful.
It's outstanding. If you had one thing to tell younger veterans that may not be involved, don't know about the veterans organizations, what would be the message you would give them?
I would tell any veteran to join the VFW. It's a wonderful organization. They do a lot for you. They take care of you.
Are you reasonably healthy?
I am. I'm very fortunate. My health has been pretty good.
Question everybody asks.
Oh yeah.
What is it that you've done to live so long?
You know, I tell everybody the same thing. I just didn't die.
So you decided to live every day.
I just decided to live every day. And really, I was very active all my life. Played a lot of tennis, a lot of golf. And I never sat around doing nothing.
What do you think is the most important thing to live life well? Is it patriotism? Is it religion? Is it community service? A little bit of all of that?
I think community service is one of the most important things. Now, there's so many people who don't have anything today that we should be helping and trying to help. It just really bothers me with all the millionaires, football players and basketball players, and then I read them on TV and they're telling me we donate something for shoes for a kid to go back to school. It just doesn't seem right.
Jack, you've given me an hour of your time, and that is so precious. I'm honored.
I didn't disappoint you.
No, you couldn't disappoint me at all. So the amount of time that you've given us is terrific, and thank you so much.
I appreciate you let me do this.
Jack Jones was awarded the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal, the World War II Victory Medal, and the Navy Occupation Service Medal. He is also a proud lifetime member of the VFW.